What the heck is going on there? Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Coffee with Father James. I've got the Our Lady of Guadalupe coffee mug because I'm here to talk to you about a very important matter concerning our parish. Those of you who were in Mass this past weekend know that we've begun our annual 3-week preaching series on giving. And some of you may be hearing this for the first time, others you've heard it already. This might be the third or fourth time through this. And the reactions might vary from, oh good, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, or that again, or maybe an eye roll, or why are we talking about this? Sometimes people say, well, that's not very spiritual, which is kind of strange because if you look at the Gospels, and you see how many times Jesus spoke about our attitude towards material possessions and giving and generosity, it's like a very spiritual thing to talk about. So we're going to talk about it because I think in our church we've been so shy to address this issue that there's not been a lot of teaching out there. And so that's what we're doing. And so this past weekend we spoke about why we give. Well, what's the ultimate reason we give? And here's what we try to say in the homily is that we give to the mission. You know, in the first reading we heard about the mission of the early church. If you think about it, if you're a parishioner, you don't give to the church, because if you give to the church, then you're obviously not the church. The whole thing is we've got to break this idea that the lay people are giving money to the priests because the priests are the church. I mean, one of the key insights of the Second Vatican Council was the church is the people of God. You are the church. The baptized, the community of believers is the church. So you don't give to the church. I don't give to the church because I give as well to our parish. We give to the mission of the church so that the church can fulfill its mission. And its mission isn't just paying the light bills. It's not about just paying the priest so he can do the work and minister to people. It's about funding the mission so that our parish can mobilize as an army of believers to go out and make a difference in the world, to go out and fulfill the mission that Jesus has given us. Okay, so that was this past weekend. This coming weekend, Deacon David is going to look a bit at some of the principles around how we give, look at some of the biblical principles. And another thing that's going to happen this weekend is we're going to be distributing our annual finance report, or as we like to call it, our Stewardship of Treasure report. Now, everyone is going to get a physical copy of it, but as you can see on screen right now, we've got a digital version here. We can send a digital version as well to people. It's got a letter from me. It's got some updates about our pastoral priorities in the parish council, some information about things like mass attendance and basic costs. Of course, ultimately, you boil this report down. It's a year-end report of 2023 in all aspects of finances, and it's a budget report or a presentation of the 2024 budget. And we try to throw in some stories and some photographs and simplify the data in a way that's understandable. I mean, I'm not an accountant, most of you are not, and we want it to be relevant and understandable, and we want ultimately to be transparent. Here's the thing. One of the biblical principles around giving that Deacon David is going to talk about this weekend is intentionality. You're going to be intentional. You know, it's not just, if you think about it, what does unintentional giving look like? It's like this. Oh, what spare change do I have? If you read the scriptures, that's hardly the disposition we're called to have towards giving. The Lord wants our giving to be intentional, wants us to make decisions about it. And in order to be intentional, we have to be informed. And here's my hope. Here's my ask. My request of each of you is that you inform yourself, that you take a copy of the annual report and take 10 minutes to read it through and to try to understand it. This is not the report of the parish towards you. You're not reading their report. You're reading your report. This is your parish, and please take it, read it, and reflect on it, and allow it to inform you to make a decision about how you support the mission of our parish. So thanks so much, and we'll see you at church.